Welcome back to the channel, y'all, and welcome to week 5, day 2, which is an upper body and core focused strength workout. As always, I am very excited to bring you this workout because 1, we are almost done with the 6-week Strong and Up series, but 2, I just love working out with you guys. So thank you for being here. Thanks for joining. You just need a mat, 1 dumbbell, and 30 minutes of your day. So let's get into the warm up. We're gonna get going with a 5-minute warm up. So starting in a tabletop position here, I want you to arch your back, bringing your head and chest up, dropping your belly down towards the ground, and then lifting your spine up towards the ceiling, sucking your belly button in. Dropping your belly and pushing it up towards the sky. Just starting to open up through your spine, open up your back. Like I said, today is an upper body and core focus. The beauty of this is you only need 1 dumbbell today, not 2. Breathe through this exercise in 3, 2, meet me in a neutral position, and 1. From here, I really want to activate the core, so make sure your toes are flexed behind you, shoulders are over your wrists, and then you're going to reach your right arm forward and kick your left heel back behind you, keeping a nice long straight line. Return to center, same thing other side. Kick your right heel back, lengthen out that leg, squeeze your right glute, reach your left arm forward, and back through center. Alternate right and left, staying nice and slow and really focusing on balancing a cup of water on your back as you go through this movement. You don't need to arch your back to really feel the engagement here. Everything in nice long line. Reach your bicep by your ear. Reach that hand towards the wall and kick that heel behind you, reaching for opposite ends of the room. 1 more time on each side. And rest back in that tabletop position. Now we're gonna go into an isometric hold as a freaking, whatever that is, airplane shoots up above us. You're gonna hover your knees a couple inches above the ground and hold this bear crawl position. Drag your hands back in toward your toes toes up and toward your hands, lock in your shoulders back and down, and engage that belly. Bring your belly button up towards your spine. Hold it for 10 more seconds. Breathe through it. 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're gonna go back into that bear crawl hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hovering those knees about 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Lock those shoulders back and down. Push away from the ground. Hold it for 10 more seconds. Come on. Feel the core start to fire up, your shoulders start to fire up. In 3, 2, 1, and down. Bring your hands slightly forward and prop your booty up and back. Going into a downward facing dog, pedal out your legs, and then back into an upward facing dog, opening up the front of your body. Downward facing dog, and then upward facing dog. Give me 1 more for each move. 3, 2, 1, and done. Final little bit of the warm up. I'm gonna open up those wrists and holding the weights, doing push-ups. So I want you to meet me in this kneeling position. Bring your fingertips towards your knees. Bottoms of your hands, is that really, I guess it's called the bottoms of your hand, your palms down on the ground. And then switch it out so the tops of your hands are now on the ground, fingertips still facing towards you. And just leaning back into those heels, opening up those wrists. 1 more time, palms down. 1 more time, palms up. Last little bit of the warm up, we're gonna go through some push-ups, just 3 reps. 3 reps, then we're gonna move on. So meet me in a high plank position. I want you to slowly lower all the way down to the ground, elbows back in that A shape, hand release, and then meet me back up into a high position, a high plank. If you wanna modify, go bow down to your knees, but slowly lower, 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 lower. Release, and meet me back at the top. One more time, just like that. Slowly lower down. 3, 2, 1. Release and push. Warm up is done. Now let's go over the workouts. So today's workout, like I said, is an upper body and core focused day. There are 7 exercises. You're gonna be at each one 4 times. Once that 4th round is over, we don't go back to it, all right? So it's gonna be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 4 times per move, back to back to back. Rest is built in between, so you don't need to worry about that. All you need is 1 dumbbell. If you wanna have options, definitely have a couple extra handy here. But the first one we're gonna get started with is a kneeling shoulder press. So beginners, you can start here in this kneeling position. If you're more advanced, you can bring 1 foot up into a half kneeling position. Back toe is flexed on the ground, so you find this 90-degree bend in your body. From here, whichever leg is in front, if you're doing half kneeling, whatever. Half kneeling, I want you to have the left leg forward, right hand does the work, and then for the even rounds, we'll switch out the sides. But if you're just doing a kneeling in general, just use 1 arm at a time. So let's get started. All right, like I said, starting with that half kneeling position, grab onto a weight. I'm grabbing for a 20-pounder here. I'm gonna face you to start. Left leg forward, right leg back. Right arm has that weight, pressing up overhead and back through center. Starting with a unilateral exercise, working through that right shoulder and also your core by keeping you upright. Nice, slow, and controlled here. Breathe through it, full rotation in that shoulder. 10 seconds. Stay strong. Opposite arm out for balance if you need it. And rest. Awesome. If you're doing the half kneeling, switch feet, switch arms. 20 seconds of rest here. You're only hitting these exercises 4 total rounds. So on a unilateral exercise, only 2 times. So definitely make the most of it. Go slow, take your time. Form is everything. I mean, form is always everything, but especially when you only get a couple times to really get in some work for that movement. Push. Nice job. Starting out strong, making sure that palm faces you at the bottom, and then you have a slight rotation. Palm doesn't have to push all the way out to rotate towards the camera where I'm looking at you right now, but just that slight rotation wherever you're in naturally falls is the best place to be. And rest. Just like that, final few rounds with this move. Oop, shoe's about to come untied. Can't have that. I'll face sideways on this round so you guys can see what my body is looking like with that weight. Tuck your hips up and in. Back toe is flexed on the ground. And notice if you can see the camera or see the screen, my body is facing upright. I'm not leaning to one side or leaning forward or backwards anyways. Squeeze that back leg to keep your core engaged and lock down that rib cage. Breathe through it. Breathe out on the way up, inhale on the way down. And rest. Final time with this move. We don't see it again, we move on. 13 seconds, that was too eager. I don't need to be holding that weight while we're resting. Next move coming up after this is a weighted, optional weighted side plank. 3, 2, and 1. Push overhead. Try not to lock out that elbow at the top. It's okay to have a slight bend in your elbow, just to protect those joints. Push, Rotate that palm, squeeze that left butt cheek. Tall and strong. Push. These first couple moves are definitely getting into our shoulders. Rest. Optional weight. Oh, we're going into a side plank here on your elbow, shoulders stacked. Opposite hand has the weight in the air. We're gonna start on the right hand side in about 5, 4, 3, 2, and try not to fall over, and 1. The weight can add a huge factor in making this extremely difficult. If you want to modify, just drop the weight, keeping everything a nice long line here. So weight over shoulder, over elbow, hips stacked on one another, feet stacked on one another. Modification again too. If your balance is an issue, is putting your top foot in front of your bottom foot. Hold it, hold it. And rest. All right, same thing, other side, switch it out. Left arm on the ground. Getting that weight up is honestly the hardest part. Less than 10. Nice, strong through your obliques here, through the sides of your body. Push that weight straight up towards the sky. Push that elbow into the ground, shoulders away from your ears, and just hold. I can already feel the shake in my side body. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 15 seconds, come on. Stay strong. You can always drop the weight, but try to stick with it. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, one more time each side. I'm gonna drop the weight and just do the body weight this time, because I can do that. But we're gonna keep going. If you wanna keep the weight, please, by all means, go for it. 3, 2, and 1. Push that arm straight up. Lift those hips up off the ground so you're contracting through that oblique. Nice long line from your head down to your toes. 20 seconds to go. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift that hip. Doing great. Sometimes the hardest exercises are the ones where you don't move. You have to stay still. Rest. Ooh. One more time on the opposite side, and we're gonna transition here a little bit more into your abdominals and take the work out of our upper body. In 10 seconds, final side on this side plank, or final round on the side plank. And we're on. All you have to do is hold it for 40 seconds. The workout in total today is just under 30 minutes, so we got this, okay? But I need you to focus for the next 30 minutes. Find what drives you, what motivates you, what made you show up today, and use that. Anytime you feel tough, anytime you want to turn the screen off, say, not today. Keep it up, hold. 10 seconds. 5, push. 3, 2, 1. Laying on your back, we're going into a reverse crunch here. So you're going to lie on your back, rolling your hips up, toes go towards the sky, keeping your low back in contact with the ground every time you come down, controlling through that movement. Modification would be to tuck your knees in and come up right here. Let's go. Beginner modification, again, is bringing those knees in and up. A more advanced option is gonna be pushing those toes up towards the sky. Try not to rush through these reps. Every time you go up, Imagine that you're pausing at the top, you're attached to the screen, and you're slowing things down, working against gravity here. 10 seconds. And rest. Perfect. 1 down, 3 to go. If you do want to make it more advanced, you can add a weight to your chest, holding it up over you. Otherwise, just focus on those abs, those deep, deep core muscles. Tuck your belly button in and down. Working into your lower abdominals here, especially, but also those deep core muscles. Push and relax. Push, slow release. 20 seconds. Great job, y'all. Keep it up. Last 5. And rest. Okay. All right, round 3 of 4. Slow up and down. The hardest part about this is that control on the way down. This exercise doesn't look like much, but it really focuses on those deep core muscles, your lower abdominals here. It takes a lot of effort to control your body on the way down, which is exactly what we want. And if you're on the mat and you're wearing a sports bra, done. You might get some back farts out of this. It happens every time. You start to sweat, you know, you're ever in class, you're like, oh my gosh, that wasn't me. If you could hear this, if you pick this up on the mic, it sounds not great, but it happens. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Final round. I used to avoid these at the gym because I could not do these exercises without sounding like I was just tooting in the gym. And I was like, I swear it's my back. But the key is not letting your body plop down to the ground. When you control and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, you avoid that suction and therefore avoid the back farts, you know? So actually it works in our favor. 3, 2, and rest. 3 down, 4 more to go. Next move is a plank drag. So you're gonna grab onto your weight, starting on one side. If it's on the right-hand side, you're gonna grab with your left hand, bring it across the body. Right and left modification is down on your knees. Same exact thing. And let's go. 40 seconds here. Drag that weight right and left. Still in that high plank position, so your shoulders should be over your wrists, hips in line with your upper body. And really try to avoid any swinging of your hips right or left. If you've been doing this series, you've seen this move already, so you know what is expected from me. If you're new, I'm gonna tell you my expectations, okay? It's not swiveling the hips, it's sucking in your core, keeping that strong plank, and rest. Really, you're trying to work on the anti-rotation. So your core is, think of it like a tree trunk. You don't want it to turn too much. You want to build the strength and its stability in that center form. So being able to do this, your body naturally wants to open up and twist and turn. Anti-rotation, we're trying not to rotate. And we're trying to build the strength in our muscles that surround our spine. Really suck in that belly. Bring your belly button up and in towards your spine, so you can also build a very more flat belly. Build those muscles where they're not pushed out, but pulled in. Just 4 times per exercise, y'all, that's it. Avoid that rotation, right and left. 3, 2, and rest. 2 down, 2 to go. Again, going back into more shoulders, but also our front abdominals. I don't know why I said it like that, front abdominals. Your abs. I meant to say like the muscles on the front side of your body, you know? Sometimes I just lose my words. It's my toxic trait. One of them, I probably have a few. Breathe through this exercise just like everything else. Strong and steady. Avoid that rotation as much as you can to make it a little bit easier. You can widen your stance, make it a little bit tougher, bring those feet closer together. Rest. Final time with this move, and they're going back into a shoulder and oblique exercise with that one dumbbell. Roll it out, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last 40 seconds here. Keep it up, keep it up. Strong and steady. Every round should look relatively the same, no matter how tired you get. The goal is to put on that poker face and stay strong, stay consistent. Over halfway done with this workout, come on. You have less than 10 seconds here. Rest. Going back into that half kneeling stance. This time, whatever leg is in front, the same arm has that weight. Lift it up overhead. And then from here, you're going into a leaning windmill. So pushing your hips back, tapping the floor, and coming right back up through center. Here we go. Tap and push. You want a more advanced option, go all the way down and tap your elbow and then push right back up. So now you have a static hold in that working arm and you're working into the side of those obliques. Rib cage is still tucked down underneath you, hips pushed forward. Come on. Sit back and push up, 10 seconds. Great exercise with the stabilizers in your shoulder. Rest. I'm gonna show you from the side what this looks like because it can be a little bit funky. When you go down, look at my hips, push them back behind you as far as you need to easily tap that hand to the ground. Right leg forward, right arm has that weight, and let's go. There should be no bending in your spine or rounding out through your spine. Keep your eyes on that weight that's over your head. That's gonna help you keep balance and keep that wrist stacked over your shoulder to protect that joint. Oh, so much tougher. Bring that elbow to the ground. So if you can't do it, that's okay. All right. One more time each side. Opposite leg forward. Again, make sure your back toe too, a good cue, is propping it upwards. It's gonna help you engage your glutes, push your hips forward, and keep everything in a nice, strong line here. Let's go. Work into that oblique. Work the stabilization in your shoulder. Ooh. Keep it going. Nice and slow. It's not about how many reps, it's about the quality of the movement. 3, 2, 1, rest. Final move on this opposite side. And then we're into our last 2 exercises. Less than 10 minutes of work. Push that weight up. Hold. I was a little bit premature, I'm not gonna lie. 3, 2, 1. Send their hips back. Make room to drop that hand or that elbow and push. Slow and control. This is probably the most complicated move that we're doing today. So if you've mastered it, you're a freaking rock star. If not, you're also a rock star, but it might just take a couple more tries, really getting comfortable with a movement like this. And rest. Final 2 moves. This one coming up is a bear crawl walk. If you're a beginner, just hold that bear crawl here. More advanced, you're gonna walk forward and walk back. Taking little baby steps. So as one hand moves, opposite hand moves, and vice versa. Lift up, hover those knees, little baby steps. Again, focusing on balancing that cup of water on your low back, avoiding your hips from swiveling too much side to side. Slow and controlled. Slow, walk, slow, walk. Chin up off your chest. Little baby steps, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Rest. Whew. Final couple rounds of this exercise and in general, and then we're done. There's no surprises after this workout. You're welcome. You're welcome. 3, flat back, 2, 1, and lift. Slow steps, slow steps. If you do want to add in the walk and you're a beginner, you can go to that tabletop position just like in the warm up. And from here, just get used to the walk on your knees with the 6-point touch versus this 4-point touch where you only have your hands and your feet on the ground. Push, cold. I don't know why I said cold. I meant to say controlled. Rest. 2 more. Those should light up your shoulders, light up your abdominal. Again, sucking your belly up and in. Nice, natural, not natural, but flat spine. I guess also is natural in this position. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders pin back and down. Don't let them creep up towards your ears. Keeping that work in your back, in your abs, and in your shoulders. Small baby steps. Working that anti-rotation here, just like in that plank drag that we did just a few moves ago. Everything has a theme, everything has a purpose. Stick with me. Round 3 of 4. Rest. One more time, 40 seconds. And we're on to our final exercise that you may hate me for, but I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you for hating me for it. I just hope you forgive me. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Push, hold, push, hold, push, hold. Keep it up. Squeeze. 10 seconds, come on. Suck that belly in, chin up off your chest. rest. Final move, any guesses? Push-ups. So we're doing a hand release push-up just like in the warm-up. I want you to slowly lower down, release your hands. However you feel comfortable and strong, get back up to that starting position. But I want you to start on your toes. Lower down as slowly as you can. Release your hands. And then whether it's a crawl up, a belly roll up, I don't really care, or a full on push up, I just want you to really focus on the downward, the eccentric part of this move. Building strength, again, working against gravity here. Release your hands and push. The hand release is really just insurance, you know? Making sure that you're doing a full range of motion in those push-ups, which you know is really the only way I coach them. Rest. And then you get to rest on the ground whenever you're done. 1 round, 3 to go. It's just 3 more, y'all. You maybe get like 3 or 4 reps in. So again, make them count. Make them count, stay strong. In 5, 4, elbows pulled back and in, belly on, and let's go. Every time you come up, push and exhale. Everything should move as one. Whether you're just going down or you're also adding in that push at the top, chest, belly, hips, all moving together. Rest. 80 seconds of work, 2 rounds of push-ups, no surprises. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Lock in those elbows. Release those hands at the bottom. Don't be afraid of a little bit of sweat, a little bit of shake, a little bit of a challenge. You don't get stronger unless you push through. And unless you meet those challenges face on. Come on. Rest. I feel like I have June's hair all over me. Love you, June. Last 40 seconds and then we relax. So excited. Shoulders back and down. Roll out your neck. Take 1 more big inhale. Exhale. Let's go. 40 seconds of work. Try to give me at least 3, if not more, perfect, beautiful, amazing reps. Push through, I don't care what it takes. Yell at me, curse at me, smile at me, whatever it is, just go for it. Sucks now, but it'll feel better later. 10 seconds, come on. Give me 1 more really good rep. Come on. And done. Oh, we did it. Pat on the back. High five yourself. Hell yeah. Great job. Workout 2, check, it's complete. As always, if you loved the workout, please let me know in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know which exercise was your personal favorite, which one surprised you the most. Subscribe to the channel if I didn't already say that. Follow me on Instagram at Spin City. And y'all, we're almost done. Going on, you have a rest day, and then we're going into the 3rd workout of the week. So I will see you in the next workout. Bye.